neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
A deep and meaningful discussion at this hour? That doesn't sound like you, Gail.
I'm here to talk, nothing else.
Okay, floor's all yours, honey.
I want you out of Erinsborough. It's my home and you're not welcome.
I see. My beautiful ex-wife turns up in the middle of the night to, run me out of town.
I'm happy here. Never happier since I divorced you. And I don't want you mucking it up for me.
I didn't come here to cause trouble, Gail. I think it's great the way you've set yourself up. A good job, a new boyfriend. But I've got some new things happening too, you know.
Well, you can take your rotten car somewhere else. You're disrupting my father, and that means you're disrupting me.
Why don't we compromise? You don't make a big deal about your father helping me with number 13, and I won't interfere in your life.
Damn right you won't. We're not married now, Jeremy. You didn't own me then, and you certainly don't own me now.
Okay, we're divorced. We're separate people. You worry about your life, and I'll worry about mine. And just to prove there's no hard feelings, why don't we have a drink on it? Ah, an excellent vintage. Like number 13. And you.
These film nights must be fascinating to keep you out till this hour.
Well, it's the discussions that we have afterwards. Obviously lose track of the time, yeah?
I bet Mrs. Mangle doesn't. Jane's probably copping an earful right now.
Well, Jane didn't come tonight. Well, she didn't really want to. I mean, we start talking about philosophy and stuff, and she never says a word. And Cassandra doesn't like her very much, and well, all the others think she's a bit uncool, so...
And they're supposed to be cool, are they? Well, I don't think they're cool, just insensitive.
They are not. In fact, they're right into sensitivity. You don't even know them, Daph.
And the more I hear, the less I want to.
What's going on?
Sorry, Des. Mike and I were just having a little philosophical discussion.
It sounded more like a parliamentary debate. That looks good. I might join you, but spare me the philosophy.
Des, why don't you go back to bed? I'll be in soon.
You take this, Des. I'll make another one.
Oh, gee, thanks, mate. You're all right, Daph.
I'm fine. Baby's just making me a bit restless, that's all. Now go back to sleep and don't get crumbs in the bed.
No, Daph. Night, mate.
Right.
Mike, don't forget your friends, will you?
Daph, of course I won't. But the whole world doesn't revolve around Ramsay Street, remember?
And it doesn't revolve around uni either. I'm all for you broadening your horizons. But it's nice to have friends to fall back on when things aren't going too well. Friends like Scott, Charlene, Jane, and Des and me. Good night.
You're not exactly a barrel of laughs these days, are you, Gail? What's the matter? Erinsborough too quiet for you?
I like it quiet. It's peaceful. Or rather, it was.
Our paths need never cross.
I'm quite sure they will. You and Dad will be spending plenty of time together drooling over your stupid car. And you haven't exactly tried to avoid me.
Hey, come on. You came looking for me, remember?
Yes, to ask you to leave. But I can see I'm wasting my time.
You came here with good reason tonight, didn't you, Gail? You never do anything without a good reason. You haven't changed one little bit. I can still read you like a book.
Then you know how much I want you to get out of my life. For good.
You still love me, don't you, Gail?
You haven't changed either. You're still the same self-centered, egotistical womanizer I married.
You still love me.
Hi, Gran.
Oh, hi. Didn't anyone tell you that this is Saturday, a day of rest?
Not for anyone with dealings with Mr. Udegawa, it isn't. No, I've still got heaps of paperwork before he'll be happy. What about yourself?
Well, I'm going shopping, but I've lost my checkbook. You haven't seen it around here by any chance?
Found it by your desk. I was going to drop it in later.
But I thought you were going to help the Lewises move into Clive's old house.
That's next on the agenda.
So you haven't seen them yet?
Not today, why?
Oh, well, I was just wondering how Gail was feeling. She seemed so tense last night.
Well, having her ex in town can't be doing her any good. But she'll cope. Well, she's always been pretty together emotionally.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson, Mrs. Daniels.
Good morning,
Good
Mrs.
morning.
Mangle. Oh, thanks for taking on the night shift at such late notice, too.
Well, one must be prepared to go beyond the call of duty in times of emergency.
What emergency?
Oh, half the night staff was off sick. Any problems?
Well, I'm afraid it's rather delicate.
Well, don't mind Gran.
Last night, or in the early hours of this morning, to be precise, I observed a staff member leaving the room of one of our guests. Oh, there was no doubt in my mind as to what had taken place. The guest happens to be a rather debonair young man, and the staff member concerned was looking a little dishevelled as she left. Knowing how you feel about staff liaising with guests...
Yeah, all right, I'll see to it. Who was it?
Gail Lewis.
Dad?
Morning, honey.
Hi.
Call that exercise. Running around the block a couple of times.
Keeps me fit, mate.
That's what gives you muscles. Bit of honest back work.
Dad, leave it.
Want a hand with that, mate?
No, that's all right. I got it in here. I can get it out, I think.
One of our neighbours at the units helped him load the trailer. Dad, will you get down here and stop being stupid? Paul will be here soon. He can help with the rest.
We've been moving house to midnight for wait for him, won't we, Des?
He said he'd be here at 9:30, and I need a hand with all that stuff.
Well, welcome to Ramsay Street.
Thanks.
See you later.
Could have given us a hand.
He offered to. You knocked him back.
Uh-oh. Everybody's favourite flower, the snapdragon.
Try not to antagonise her. She's one of our neighbours now. Good morning, Mrs. Mangle.
Gail? Mr. Lewis? Well, you certainly didn't waste any time, did you?
This is a big job, so if you excuse us.
I must say that you're up bright and early for one who keeps such late hours. I was working at the hotel last night. I couldn't help noticing you make your escape, as it were.
Escape? Where from?
One of the guests' rooms, since you ask.
It's nothing important.
That's what Mr. Robinson seemed to think when I mentioned the matter to him. Well, I must be going. Oh, do bear in mind that this is a quiet, respectable street, won't you? No one around here will tolerate noisy, drunken behavior. And we do like to keep our gardens tidy. Good day.
Oh, battle axe. Well, I don't need three guesses to know who the guest was. You went to see Jeremy, didn't you?
Yes.
I thought you'd have more sense to become involved with him again.
You're the one who's got involved with him all because of that damn car. But it's business. Bad business. You'll never get a cent
From Jeremy, and you know it.
Yeah, well, looks like I'll be restoring the old number 13 as a labour of love. Look, me becoming involved with Jeremy doesn't mean to say you have to.
I asked him to leave Erinsborough. He refused, of course.
Look. Don't get mixed up with him again. For your own sake.
Morning.
Morning. You're not sick or anything, eh?
No, I'm just tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. Junior, he can kick like a footballer.
Maybe you should see Clive for a checkup.
No, I'm fine. I'm sure most mothers-to-be go through this.
At least take the day off work, huh?
Well, Mike's doing the afternoon shift, so I can rest then.
Well, I do the whole day, but I'm meeting some of the guys from uni at the library. We've got an assignment to do. Des, can I borrow some money? I want to buy some clothes.
Mike, this has got to stop. You've already been paid your wages for next week. There's nothing wrong with your clothes anyway.
Yeah, but all my shirts are all old and daggy. I just want to get something new.
And who told you that? Your mates at uni?
Daph and I don't begrudge you anything, but all this borrowing money, it's getting out of hand.
Well, I'm sorry, Des, but I can't keep costs down like I used to. Look, if lending me some cash is so much of a hassle, why don't you organise a bank loan?
And how do you think you're going to pay that back?
I do have a job.
You've hardly been at it these days. Scott filled in for most of your shifts last week.
Daph, why can't you get off my back? I'm still trying to settle in at uni and I need more cash to do it. Does that make me more irresponsible?
No, I'm sorry, I'm just tired.
So, Des, about the bank loan.
No way, champ. There's always a trust fund your mother set up for you.
Des?
Well, you should be told. Now's a good time, I reckon. There's $10,000 in there, mate. I'm supposed to look after it for you. Now, if you need new clothes, I can organise a withdrawal for $200, but no more.
Wow, 10,000, eh? Nah, forget it. I told Mum I didn't want anything to do with my old man's money, and I meant it.
Shouldn't have told him.
It's his money. He's too smart to blow it.
If I hadn't helped you move that dressing table inside, you would have broken your back by now, so stop carrying on about
I'm not
it.
carrying on. I'm just carrying. About time. I'll get this lot inside, then you help me shift the next load.
What's the problem? I said 9:30.
Mrs. Mangle's been bothering him again.
So you've already seen her this morning?
She said she told you about last night at the hotel.
I'd better get these groceries inside the house. Come in for morning tea when you're ready, Gail.
Thanks, Helen, I will. Look, I had to talk to Jeremy, that's all. Whatever else Mrs. Mangle told you is only the product of that sordid little mind of hers.
Yeah, well, just the same. I think you should refrain from midnight excursions to the hotel. Well, it's only going to cause tongue-wagging rumours amongst the rest of the staff, isn't it?
Especially Mrs. Mangle's. Does she know Jeremy's my ex-husband?
Oh, she'll find out one way or the other. Look, Gail, last night when you said that it was all over between you and Jeremy...
All right, let's get a move on.
Well, you know what you're doing. Just be careful, eh? I don't want you to be hurt.
Helen? Oh, Gail, come in. Suppose you haven't had much chance to do much shopping today.
No.
Good, because most of this is yours.
Oh, thanks, Helen.
Well, I know what it's like trying to settle into a new home. There's not a great deal there, just some eggs and milk and things.
Right.
Tea or coffee?
Whatever you're making. Were you with Paul when Mrs. Mangle made her report to him about me?
I was. But I wouldn't let that old gossip get on my nerves.
I told Paul I only went to talk to Jeremy. I'm not sure he believes me. It's ironic. I really thought Jeremy Lord was the closed chapter.
Isn't he?
It's a long story.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm used to reading novels as thick as telephone books.
Where were they?
Where you said they were, behind the cupboard in the garage. Jeez, these haven't seen a golf green since my father took off. Don't make them like they used to, do they? You don't mind Jim giving me lessons, do you?
Oh, of course not. Some fresh air and exercise will do you good.
Des, I've been thinking about this trust fund. It'd be stupid of me not to take advantage of it, wouldn't it?
All right, come into the bank on Monday. We'll talk about it then. 200 be enough?
Well, for now, I've sort of been thinking I want to get a car.
A car?
Well, all my friends drive to uni and I'm going to have to get a car sooner or later, aren't I?
Mike, that money's for your future. Now, maybe your friends' parents can afford to give them an education, buy them cars and trendy clothes and give them the pocket money they want, but you don't have the resources. And Des and I can't give them to you.
You just don't understand, do you?
I understand, all right. If these so-called friends of yours can't accept you the way you are, then you're better off without them. They're not worth the trouble. And I certainly don't like what they're turning you into. And don't forget you're doing the afternoon shift at the coffee shop.
Take it easy, Dad. It's no big deal.
Oh, I didn't mean to be so hard on him. I seem to get cranky with everyone lately, Mike in particular. Ever since he got in with that new crowd at uni, I could throttle him.
When I was little, my best friend at school had a doll. You know, one of those expensive ones that walks and talks and cries. Well, I cried until Dad bought me one too. For some reason, I lost all interest in it after a week. I never gave that doll a second thought until I realised that that was what was happening with Jeremy.
Is that what caused the breakup? He lost interest?
Very quickly. I don't know why he even bothered to go through with the wedding.
Why? Did he have an affair or something?
Several. The first time he had an elaborate excuse to trot out, and when he saw that wouldn't wash, he didn't waste any more brain power in trying to think them up. He was so sure I'd always be there waiting patiently.
But you proved him wrong, didn't you?
He's never accepted that it's over. How could he? It'd be a lethal blow to that ego of his.
Gail, you're divorced. You had the strength to get out. Now remember that and you'll be all right.
Last night when I went to his room, he kissed me. I slapped his face.
Oh, well, there you see. You wouldn't have done that if you wanted him back.
I hit him because it was the only way I could stop things from getting out of control. I'm afraid I do still love him. I keep telling myself it's ridiculous. I remind myself of the way he's treated me, but nothing helps. If I'm not over him by now, I guess I never will be. Oh, Helen, what am I going to do?
Des, don't do that. So how was the golf? Greg Norman have anything to worry about yet?
For Jim, maybe, although I'm not a complete failure.
Congratulations. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd better get back to running my shop all by myself.
Hang on. Come to give you a lift home. Where's Mike?
Oh, he's probably still down at the library having long conversations about the meaning of life.
Well, he didn't ring or anything.
If he had, I could have arranged for Scott to take over, couldn't I?
What if I ring Scott now?
He's gone out. I rang him earlier. The only thing that's kept me going is I thought of a long hot bath and a sleep.
You take the keys and go home. I'll look after the shop.
No, Des, it's your weekend too.
Do as you're told.
Thanks. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to land this on you. I'll murder Mike.
Not if I get hold of him first.
Well, that's a lot. I don't believe it.
Well, from the look of things inside, you'd better start supervising where everything goes.
Dad's idea of the perfect living room is a telly, an easy chair and a fridge full of tinnies.
A man with such simple tastes. He has some very nice furniture.
Oh, I bought most of it when I came back to live with him. His was ready for the rubbish tip.
Oh, I'd better make those sandwiches that he and Paul have been squawking about. Then why don't we pack the pair of them off to the pub? Then I can help you arrange the furniture.
You've done more than enough for me today.
Both ears are always available.
It's no solution, but it helps. Thanks.
It might also help if I told you that quite recently I fell in love with a man who was all wrong for me. He was engaged to someone very close to me. I told him I don't know how many times that there could never be anything between us, and finally he went away. But I do understand how it feels to want to shut out all the emotion and not be able to.
You've done it.
Not quite. But every day it gets a little easier to live with, because I know I made the right decision. So be strong. Avoid Jeremy as best you can and be strong.
I'll try.
Are you yakking again? Gran, where are these sandwiches you promised us?
You thought he left his chair and his whip at the office, didn't you? 5 minutes. Tell Rob to come over when he's ready.
Thanks, Helen. Your grandmother's one in a million.
Well, she certainly cheered you up.
She helped me put everything in perspective.
Oh, yeah? So where does that leave Jeremy, then?
Out in the cold, most definitely.
Oh, Daph, I tried to phone when I knew I was running late, but it was engaged.
I was trying to get hold of Scott. He wasn't home.
Well, who's looking after the shop?
Des is, and it's not fair, Mike.
I'm sorry, Daph. I'll make it up to you both, honest.
If you think you're coming here to listen to records all afternoon, think again. For one thing, I have a splitting headache, And for another, it's not too late for you to take over from Des.
Daff, I can't. I thought you'd get Scott in to replace me when I didn't show up. Look, Cassandra wants me to go to her place. She's waiting outside in the car.
I have heard enough. You ruined Des's Saturday, not to mention mine. You don't turn up for your job and then you whinge about being short of money.
Look, if you and Des had have told me about the trust fund in the first place, I wouldn't need the crummy job, would I?
We didn't tell you because we thought you wouldn't accept it. I could understand that. I would have admired you for having principles. But your friends with their fast cars and wealthy parents have changed all that, haven't
Daff,
they?
you've been good to me, but that doesn't mean you own me. Look, why don't you tell Scott that he can keep the stupid job? Then we'll all be happy, won't we?
Mike! Mike!